Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. Not really a question, just more of a statement. 30 years of Maurice Benard on General Hospital. Love him or hate him, Sonny Corinthos, I know how everyone feels about him, is very split, is very divided. And for some odd reason, there we go, okay. For some odd reason, he's still been on the show. And not only has he been on the show, what's good, Spider Quake? Thank you for joining. Not only has he been on the show, but he's been on the show for 30 something years. I gotta sit there and say that's an accomplishment for any person to sit there and keep doing that. So quick says, so you're short about the Queens thing. All right, what you thought about it? What you thought about it, Spidey Quake? What's good, Dolly? Thank you for joining. My horror queen, one and only Melly Mel is in the chat. What's good now? Lashanta's in the chat. What's good, Lashanta? Thank you for joining. Yes, Maurice Benard has been on this show for 30 years. He's gained a lot of power. Trust me, when I sit there and say he's gained a lot of power, there was somebody that said it's the Maurice Benard show. That tells you something right there. Better or worse? Jay Blue said he's been married 33 years. Yeah. And Pop is in the chat, as I think he would. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Now, I'm still not 100%. I am better than what I was before, but not fully there just yet. So if I lean over to the side, I'm not doing anything sus. It's just I'm going to blow my nose and it's kind of gross. Jonathan's in the chat. Was good, Jonathan? Last day. Was good last day? And Rihanna's in the chat. Welcome back. Maurice Menard is one of the longest soap stars. He's an icon. He is. But better or worse, he's an icon. Black Quick says also you really don't want Henry back. I want her to get the help that she needs. Dolly, what's good, Dolly? Dolly says crazy how long some of these soap actors have been on the shows for. Yes. It's very true. Monique, everyone, if Hope takes Liam back after he admitted to Wyatt that he's leaving Steffi for Hope was the biggest mistake of his life. She deserves whatever drama. Yep, and I agree. I'm doing better. Thank you, Jonathan. I'm not at 100%, but I'm doing a lot better. Trust me. Yesterday felt like death. Yesterday was bad. Yesterday was bad. When I woke up after that live stream, it was it got worse. That last live stream after I turned off my laptop, it got worse. Way worse. Ugh. I'm just glad that I'm going better now. The thing is, I want to be on here so much. I want to sit there and do a live stream so bad yesterday. I really did. Jay Blue says I already forgot that Jordan was TJ's mom. So what does that mean? Nothing good. Leslie says I'm good opera. Sonny is an icon. Love exactly. He is an icon. Love or I hate him. Yes, I agree. Shanta said Chrissy got too much going on for Molly. Have a seat. Ariana says yes, he has a great deal of power. His wife is his first love. Yeah, he does have a great deal of power on that show. Um, Also, for better or worse, but yes, yes, he does. On Apple TV. Well, no, I guess I'm gonna have to get Apple TV now. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking about that. It's really. Thank you for letting me know, man. I've been waiting to have a good excuse to sit there and get Apple TV. So thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know. Pastor says Hope literally explained that with Liam, Steffi is always in a picture. And yesterday episode food correct. Exactly, and that's the thing, Josh. And that's what I hate about that. That's what I hate about that. See, this is exactly why I want to come on. This is exactly why I wanted to come on yesterday because I wanted to talk about that. But I also felt like I was, dying. So as much as I said, what's wrong with Dante and Brooke? What do you mean? Dolly says, what did you think of the Mayor Price twist? Oh, I'm with it. I'm with it. And Dolly, it's really funny. As much as I don't like Paulina, I'm still want her to be mayor. Just that we won't have to give that Proud Boy a chance. Um, we can't have a Proud Boy as a mayor. As I just said now, Nate doesn't love Vicky. I didn't say Vicky. Oh, not mind. Moni says Hope needs to tell her mom and brother to mind their business. The birthday party was supposed to. Yes, yes, I 100% agree with that. That was annoying as hell. That was annoying as hell. See, this is also what I want. This is also what I didn't want to do. You constantly blowing my nose. Yes, I agree with that. Darby. Yes, I am. I am starting to feel a little bit better. Granted, I keep blowing my nose onto the side, but the way yesterday was, it was so not good. But thank you for asking. Thank you for caring. Ariana says the actor playing Dex was Spinelli as a computer nerd. What? MB saw him and liked him, so they rewrote his character. See, right there. A computer? Oh hell no. Oh hell to the no. Well, they said don't feel bad for Sally, Adam, Nick, and Chloe. Told her what taking a job with Victor would be, but she didn't. To be fair, Monique, I didn't listen either. I was the first person. I was like, Sally, I think you should take the job. Sally, I think you should take the job. And then Victor screwed her over. Not only did he screwed her over. He gave zero f's about it. Thank you, last day, thank you. Trust me, I'm so glad that I'm feeling a lot better too. Spike Chris says, what did you mean in that short? Which short did I do? I don't even remember what short did I do. Was it a queen or something like that about treating people like queens? Denise is in the chat. What's good, Denise? Thank you for joining. How are you doing tonight, my lady? What do you mean in that short? Oh, so it's very quick. The fine line between treating a woman like a queen. Oh yeah, treating a woman like a queen, but not to the point where you are acting like a simp. You know what a simp is. It's a balance. It's a balance. Mel says Albert, Wyatt, Russell, and Kurt Russell, who are playing exec. Oh, thank you, Mel. Yo, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that. Seriously, I'm gonna watch that. That's exactly me acting. Raleigh really got a message. Yeah, the dude's acting like a proud boy. Darby says, sometimes Victor is just the bastard Adam believes he is. I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing a lot better. Denise, thank you for asking. Nikisha's in the chat. What's good, Nikisha? Queen Nikisha is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? But yeah, that's my short one. It's quite quick. It's about treating a woman like a queen without compromising yourself. Um, what does that what does that mean, Spike Quick? Nikki said this new Molly looks older than Jordan, her mother. um, I don't know why you would actually say that for Spider Quick. I think yeah. Ariana says Dex was supposed to be 3 months, but now it's longer. He did the same thing with Steve Burton. Wow. See? You got that power. I don't know. I actually kind of liked it today. I actually kind of liked it today. I don't know. I kind of liked it today, Jonathan. Maybe because I was feeling a little bit better, so I might have been a little more generous. Dolly said the actress really is older than Jordan in real. What? Are you serious? Monique says Hope is going to crave and give into Liam another chance because everybody is in the air. Yeah. Dolly, are you serious? Oh, well, that's not good. Mel says I was happy that Bella found a way to keep it. Jackie P's in the chat. What's good, Jackie G? Jackie P. Last day said, could anybody make it for the ball and the beautiful today without completely laughing at? And I watched 5 seconds and I was already done. Well, I got a chance to sit there and see Donna. Whenever I get to sit there and see Donna, I'm happy. Donna was looking good today. Billy says new Molly is around our age, Albert. Homegirl is almost four. What? Are you? Damn. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Dolly. Ariana says good, bad, or indifferent. Sunny is my guy, and Maurice Benard is someone I admire. Darby said there is not one stable relationship on B&B to compare Hope and Thomas. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm getting there. I'm a lot better than I was yesterday. Spike says, but do you know what Haley's status is? No, but I actually tell you that's a good question. I'm gonna try to look that up. I'm gonna try to look that up. Darby said there's not one. I'm gonna look that up. I think it's time. Denise says, can someone hurry up and get the doctor before he puts Sasha into a coma if not kill her? Nikki said, I missed GH being good. Nikki said, I watched old clips of GH. It made me sad to see how good he used to be. I watched Sunny telling off Claudia. Connie rubbed it in Sunny's face that she married Johnny Z. Lulu quote, yeah, yes. I 100% agree with you. I do. Last I say, Albert Elwood, clearly we know what we were watching for. Had to be the most ridiculous birthday party ever. What was the theme supposed to be? I was so confused. Something about mermaids or something like that. It was stupid, but it's. Eh, I've seen more cringier stuff, so I don't mind. Let's try to say why Riz don't never hear Brooke trash Thomas. I think he learned to tune it out though. Monique has been a fan of Maurice since he played Nico on All My Children. I was just looking that up today. Monique says, I'm wondering what conversation Hope will have next week. Hopefully to kind of figure out their relationship. Johnson says, I figured Cody was trying to get himself sent to. Yeah, I figured that too. Well, a couple of days after, before, when it first happened. Double C's in the chat was good, Double C. But my whole thing is like, you're not going to get sent to Ferncliff, you're just going to get sent to jail. And Pop says, hey, Albert, I like Maurice, but let's face it, he's in every storyline. All the storylines will have something to do with Sunny. But that's the same. Yeah, that could be the same thing said with Yes, that's I should tell you the truth. I did like Steve's take on it because it does really show you something. It basically is like, should you keep that same energy after a person's passed away? Should you keep that same energy? How do you feel about Adam? Mel says, Albert, how do you feel about when Adam put Audra, Kyle, and Nick in their place? I didn't really feel like he put Nick in his place. I didn't really feel like he put anyone in his place, to be honest. He just came over there and just started talking. Like I can't even sit there and say he put anyone in their place. Yeah, it's like until she got drunk, then she didn't care. But Shanta says nobody haven't went to Sunny. Eagle Fang says what's up. I don't know what they are doing to Molly's character, but she has been abysmal since they have replaced the OG Molly. Who does that to their sister? What does who wants help? Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. They I don't like how they are treating. See, I don't like how they rewrote her. They said I hope Cody gets into Ferncliff and the doctor starts drugging Cody too. Done well, they can make me a fan. Jesse Jess, the goddess Jesse Jess is back. What's good, Jess? I say back. It's in the chat. Autumn say Albert. You know, you know what pissed me off was that Brooke and her sisters and RJ kept pushing Hope and Lynn to get back together. And it's like, all right, leave it alone. Hope and Liam are over G's. I agree with that. And it's funny, Autumn, because somebody else is saying the exact same thing. I'm like, yo, listen, it's a birthday party. It's the kid's birthday party. Let them chill. Even Kate and Donna was there coming in. I was like, yo, chill the F out. I agree with that, Autumn. LaShanta says Mac made me mad too. Why did Mac make you mad? Blackmon's in the chat. What's good, Blackmon? I'm feeling better. I'm not 100%, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better now. I may be blowing my nose over to the side still. Well, let's talk about Sam wanting her kids to be safe. How does breaking into mental health? Kyrie's is in the chat. What's good, Kyrie? Kyrie says, unlike Molly, she can kick rocks with no socks. Just saying how to. Okay. I I hope the new circuit is crazy and plays them and runs. Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right, Kyrie. Just said Jeech was decent today. I thought it was good for the most part. Fly Quick says, I mean, yes, Esme was showing her body, and did you see Spencer's face? Yeah, I didn't. I mean, she's pretty. I don't know what kind of body she was supposed to be showing, to be honest. What more tissue I'm going to be needing? Yeah, I didn't really understand, like, what body was she actually trying to show? Kyrie says Queen Jess Nikisha. Researcher said Dante's really annoying. What did Dante, okay, okay, how is Dante annoying? I don't think you really answered my other question, but how's Dante annoying them? Just says Esme has a good body. I'm glad you did that with a laughing emoji because I was going to sit there and say what body you talking about, but I didn't see the emoji, so I'm glad we're on the same page about that. I mean, she's pretty. She's pretty. I guess, but quick. I mean, she's got a pretty face. That's cool, right? It's cool. Double C Esme has a body not attractive at all. Has a body not okay. Eagle Fang says I feel bad for Violet. Now she would. I said the same thing, Eagle Fang. I was like, if Greggy would have just told the truth from Joe, but Krista's in the chat. What's good? What's good, Krista? Krista said deserves a chance to be happy beyond a reformed serial killer that was more like a fourth child than an equal partner. Jess says, I was seriously, I thought her body was nice. Okay, I'm not. You know what, Jess? I'm gonna be nice. I'm not even gonna say anything about that. But you thought that she had a nice body, so that's cool, I guess. Um, Autumn says Brooke wants Holt to be stuck in that back and forth she used to be with Reg for the rest of 30 years. I said that too. I was like, I'm glad we're on the same page about that one because I said the exact same thing. I'm like, you went through that. Why would you want your daughter going through that same thing? If you say so, Spikequake. Harry says, oh my god, new fan for you and Nina pairing. I mentioned you're her soulmate in my review yesterday, and people were asking questions. Oh, nice. Okay, I gotta take a look at that. I gotta take a look at that. LaShanta says, Albert, Cody told Dante everything. He's not doing his job, but I bet he got Dex put on that meat hook. Thank you, Denise. Yes, hit the like button. It really does actually help. It does. Thank you. And what's good to have, Lynn? Sorry for missing people's comments. Elizabeth is back. What's good, Elizabeth? Esme is a trained ballerina. Okay, okay. All right. Like I said, quite quick. I think that Esme looks pretty. That's about it. I don't think that she has a good body, but that's just my personal preference. I need somebody with some curves. Krista says Brooke is a narcissistic control freak. Yeah, I agree with that, Krista. Crystal. Albert, like, that's cool, I guess. I just said Cody plan was pretty dumb, but he tried, I guess. Yeah, it was pretty dumb because it's just going to land him in jail. Lastly says, well, I know it's being is so stupid sometimes it's laughable. I get that. I was happy Adam loved the idea of making Sharon's. Yeah. Elizabeth, she's a professional ballerina. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's good stuff. Like I said, she's pretty. Carrie says not everyone has to be the plastic AUD. Sometimes a woman has are natural, nothing wrong with that. I didn't say anything was wrong with that. I feel like you just kind of took my words out of whatever, but okay, that's not actually what I said. I didn't say anything was wrong with that. I like what I like. She may work for other people, that's great. She doesn't work for me. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has their preferences. Nikisa, I tried to find clips of Carly almost marrying Franco, where he told Michael that Sonny killed AJ and that Carly knew, couldn't find it on here though. Monique says taking marriage advice from Brooke and Ridge of all people is laughable. Is that and that's exactly what I agree with Autumn. Exactly what I agree with Autumn. LaShanta says I bet Liz will say something to Dex. But Mason's second home is Austin's office. Hey, he comes and goes whenever he pleases. I'm just talking to Jared. Oh, okay. Just making sure we're on the same page. No, so I think that Billy got through the express as well. Yeah, I actually wrote that in my notes. She's starting to sit there and see who Nate is. That Nate is not so great, even though DC always calls him Nate the Great. Last day says, I've been after 11 years of watching B&B. B&B is just stupid. They're always going to be stupid. Hmm. Well, I can understand where you're coming from to some extent. I mean, what other shows do you watch besides B&B? Or is it just Bold and the Beautiful? What other soap operas do you watch? Because I get it, just very curious about that, though. Seriously? We're going to start with the Trina bashing already? Like, dude, she wasn't even in this episode today, and you're already starting out with the Trina this and Trina that. God damn. Like, we get it, bro. You don't like Trina. Um, like Greg said, I'm not saying anything bad. I get it. It's just, Curry says there's no way in the world I would leave her. His precious Nina, but Esme Albert's not. And, well, Kyrie's, I do like money, and she has plenty of it. So, yes, I found Trina going yesterday. Ava couldn't even wake her up. Well, I did give him credit because here's the thing: we haven't seen Ava with Trina in a very long time, so it was nice to sit there and see them together. Besides, said Riz told Brooke about Liam and love with Steffi have a scene. Riz told Brooke about Liam and love with Davlin says how Molly gonna everyone in the house not touch. Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, wow, that's so exactly. I was gonna say it was so out of pocket for that. And she's never. And here's the thing: they never been that far apart from each other. You know? Okay, no, no. I mean, well, last day. What are you watching now? What soap opera are you watching now? What soap opera are you watching now? And Pop says that I'm trying to figure out how everyone can spot Dex trailing someone such as Trina, Liz. Yeah, because clearly he's not good at doing his job. That's what it comes down to. Johnson says it was hinted that Lulu may wake up from her coma as soon as November, and Ryan is open to return to her role. It's funny, Jonathan. I actually saw that on ABC Soaps. I saw it on ABC Soaps on Instagram, and it showed a picture of Emily Ryan or Emmy Ryan, whatever how you pronounce her name. Just at that lame ass sushi bar. uh, K Blue says Dex is bad at being stealth. Yeah, he is. My quick says I feel like the fur trainer should have stayed. Lastly says mostly GH, why not on occasion if I'm not busy days. Sometimes B&B once a week, basically if that. Okay. Yo, and that's what I was going to sit there and say on Wine Hard. The way that they treat it, and also put that up there too. Do you think that Adam and Sally should get back together? So let me know. Um, he said, please only wake Lulu up if it's okay, and it just keeps moving. Ariana says, I find it kind of funny everyone can see Dex, but he can't really, he can't realize he can't tell folks. Yes. Please only wake Lulu up if Julian, Emily, maybe Lulu too much like Abby on why not? These horrible tests in women. Okay. Andrea's in the chat. What's good, Andrea? She wasn't boring. You know, Spike, wait, I gotta ask you something before we kind of just get back into it. I don't understand why I don't understand why Trina bothers you so much. If you find her to be so boring, why does she bother you so much? He said Sally had to meet individual and join therapy before they could have a healthy relationship. Too much pain and loss. But that's what I want to know, Spider Quick. If you find the character to be so boring, right? You find this character to be very boring and useless. Then why are you snitching talking about it? Like why do you talk about a character that you find so boring? This is what I don't understand. She's so boring, but yet you're constantly talking about her. Johnson says, so I read an article that Martha decided to leave Dave because they weren't giving enough for Bella to do. Oh, that sucks. That's a shame. That's a shame. But I understand it. Maurice says Adam&Sally. Uh, Ronnie Ron's in the chat. But yes, right quick. That's what I want to understand. If you find Trina so boring, then why do you always sit there and talk about her? When he says if Adam and Sally get back together, Adam would have to change his ways and attitude about everything, especially Nick. But quick say I just feel like the first trade now. Okay, I didn't think you really answered my question, but okay. Um, Devlin says Dante need to leave Maxie's family move in. Oh, let Maxley family move into his old house that he did with Lulu. God knows Maxie needs the space. Bishopton says Connor wanted to leave. Curry says doesn't need Adam to finally win. He deserves his own company, away from Victor and become a powerhouse. And lastly, it says my problem with Trina is that Jocelyn's best friend. I don't like Josh, so Trina is guilty by association in my book. Plus, she's kind of annoying to me a lot. Okay, that's I don't even know what to say about that. Harry says, I hate Nikki Newman so much she made me rage almost the way Brooke usually does. Johnson says she hoping to return to the show if they give her a bigger storyline. Otherwise, she wants to move on to something else, even if it's another soap. But John, it's actually kind of really funny though. Um, what's his name? What's Greg Vaughn? I felt like he left for that exact same reason. Jonathan, I felt like he left for that exact same reason because he wasn't given enough to do. Oh, cool. Okay, it's quite quick. I see you didn't really answer my question. That's nice. Getting a sequel TV series. Oh God, that sounds awful now. That I'm not gonna lie. When you said that's good news, that's not really good news. That's actually pretty. But that's cool. Thank you for letting me know. Double C says, I don't hate nobody on these shows. Glad it's on the other hand. Ariana says, I mean, I think you're nearly back because you're thank you. I mean, I'm just saying that's how I feel about Trina. It's not really how far I guess. I get that. I get that. I just Dave. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit better. I don't understand how Spider-Quake, he doesn't like, he finds Trina to be very boring. Yeah, he's always constantly talking about Trina, Trina this, Trina that. Trina's a bad person. Trina's crap. Trina's this. It's like if I have characters that I find boring, I don't talk about them. I think that's why sometimes it's so exhausting to sit there and read him constantly talk about Trina. It's like, Jesus Christ. Well, girl you find not interesting, you certainly do make her interesting in your mind. I'm constantly talking about her. Billy says, I hate that Martha's leaving, but they really have wasted Bella based on how Bella was portrayed as a teen. You would think, I have no idea. Well, wish I was watching it back then. Sally can work at your bar. Yeah. Crystal Hacker says, I find Esme boring and stupid. Yeah, it's but that's my whole thing, though, Spike. Quick, I just don't understand why you talk about Trina so much and you find her so boring. That's my question. That's my general question. Is just like sometimes some of the dislike of characters be feeling personal. Just saying some of this dislike of character be feeling personal. Just saying. Hmm, really? Lastly, say, yes, clearly were you like this person. I just don't understand the constant. But it's like you don't like her. Like I don't. Ariana says I think Esme now is blowing. I love the villain. Invest time into other characters. I wish they would bring her back into a villain. What was wrong with trying to do by having Sean flex his power? That's what he was trying to do. Um, that's what he was trying to do wrong. Dolly says I think I see what Spider Quick means. She likes the original funkier portrayed version, the more quiet portrayed now. I get that. I do. I just, but that's my whole thing though, Dolly. Like he talks about how the character is very boring. Okay, I don't generally tend to talk about boring characters, not on that level. Um, Johnson says, "How would you feel if Martha went to GH and was new Lulu?" No, 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 no. We have to be another character. We're not gonna be sitting there missing the mark again. Curry says Hathaway is blind, that's why I choose to say his real name. I also refused to mention the most boring useless character in B&B, whose name is two letters because he sucks. Ron says that I did enjoy the Roman and Kate scenes today. I like the flashback scenes. Those was cool. I've never seen, was on what GH1 that's temporary Liz. It was not great. Oh, damn, okay. Asante says Nikki upholds everything Victor did. I gotta see the first one though. It's not like a milestone. Ain't no love for Katrina today. Is that almost no love for Trina today? Is that what I'm reading? I don't know what I'm reading. Gregory finally gonna tell at Finn. Yeah, after he collapsed onto the damn ground and scared his granddaughter. I'm like, bro, you are. I mean, ain't got no love for Trina today. Today or pretty much every other day before. 'Cause it seems like it's pretty much an everyday sort of thing, which is like, okay, that's cool. Police said I just wish they had shown some to call it. I enjoyed their marriage. They're probably gonna do that though. They're all gonna. I'm assuming they're gonna do that. I don't see why they wouldn't. The actress was playing her back then, right? I said the same thing, but Trina wasn't on today. No, this is something that he does like almost every single chat. This is something that he does in every single chat, which is just like, all right, bro, we get it, but Harry says, I'm like, dang, not even Ava can wake her up. Maybe when Esme sleeps with Prince, that will finally bring fire. And Trina, even her anger towards Portia was lackluster, no real fire layers. I don't blame the actress, I blame the writers. Yeah, like I said, yes, no, I enjoyed the flashbacks today. I thought the flashbacks were really cool to watch. Ron says, it's okay, doesn't want no one else to find out that Phil is alive, and she convinced Roman not to tell anyone. Well, he's coming back. He's coming back, played by a different actor. I'm not too excited about that, but also hit the like button if you're. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Well, I mean, granted, I don't know what this other actor is going to bring to the table, so it's like I'm like maybe I should probably not be so much a Debbie Downer about this new Philip until I see what he can do. Dory says I thought the flashback of Victor condemning Jenna to be Gardner was frightening. If Victor was my uncle and he did that to me, I wouldn't care. If he lived or died, you best believe. And I have to tell you, Darby, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you actually said that. Oh, great. I know Trina could be the lead character. She wasn't really so blah, 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 blah. Dory says my favorite Victor in the call moment is when he pushed her put out a window. Before that, she tried to push him off the cliff. Yo, Kate took a fire poker to that dude's head, like, Jess says I really thought that Phil would show up at the end of the year. Hopefully he'll show up sometime this week. I don't know. I don't know. Crystal Hopkins says I love Trina. Whoa. The Logan trash claim. Oh, you and your this is so not gonna work. Like I didn't want the AC on, but like now it's like I kind of want it back on, so I'm probably gonna turn it back on in a few minutes. But yep, this isn't working. It's not working. Monique said if Nick was so worried about Adam messing up today, why involve Adam? I've been saying the exact same thing. The exact same thing. I'm like, why work with Adam? You know who he is. This is my whole thing. This is why I don't, what's good, Big Nate? This is why I don't understand. It's like you know how Adam is. No, it's not even that. It's just like I was good, Becky D. I don't know. It's like I don't know. Maybe I feel like the air is a little bit dry, so I just turned it back on. But then I turned it off, and it was like this actually feels worse. No, it says I'm not as Steve, did not like a horrible thing. Yes, but see that, and that's my whole thing though. It's like, should you have that same energy for somebody when they pass away? You know, Steve was like, yeah, I didn't like the stuff that he was doing to us. You know, Kayla kind of at first I was like, bro, the dude is dead. Like, what are you talking about? But it's not gonna be. Oh, okay. Lashanta says, Albert, can anyone name good stepmom? Albert, can anyone name good stepmoms Carly? Good stepmoms Carly. I don't. Well, no, I'm looking for when she does show up. She cares about her family. Okay, that's nice. That's good. I like that. That's something positive. It's like Tony says, someone forgot that Steve started off as Victor's henchman. Carrie says, you know what's true for every Brooke and Nikki, you have Carly. Even though Carly overbearing, she's a loving stepmom, unlike those two witches, one letter off. Hmm. Jess says it's funny how what is older than Jordan? Oh, you mean Molly, right? How Molly's older than Jordan? Vaughn says now that Philip is coming back to Salem, Chloe will be put in a difficult position. How would she be put in a difficult position now? Sharon said Adam's not wrong, but the way he went about it is wrong. But see, that's new Molly. Yeah, I didn't even know that, which is actually insane. But you can just tell it's just like it's just poor piss. It seems like it's just poor piss casting. Like they didn't really do a good job as far as casting it. Darby says, "Do you know what's the meanest thing Adam can do to Victor? Change his Encounter's last name back to Wilson. Being the ego-driven monster he is, Victor will go mad." Hmm. Monique says, "I was on Twitter saying we're like, how can Hope be involved with Thomas after what he did? The same could be said for Adam and Sharon. Both Thomas and Adam made them believe their daughters were dead." Hmm. Just say, yeah, none of the Mollys are good. They're not, but I still don't want Haley back though. You know the problem is, even if Haley came back, we would still be calling her obnoxious. Johnson says we'll probably have Xander, Phillip, and Brady fighting over Chloe, creating a love square. That sounds god awful. Billy said Chloe should stay away from Philip. He's been a jerk since high school. Philip should go after Stephanie. Curry said Carly would never treat Dante, Christina, or Avery the way Nikki treats Adam or Brooke treats Steffi and Thomas. That for the unicorn with poor Rudd and Jenny Ortega. Is that gonna be like a comic? Is that gonna be like a comedy? Big Samuel's in the chat. What's good, Samuel? Ron says, I bet if Sheila overhears Liam and Stephanie talking about their kids, be she keep it to herself or would she tell it to Finn? Why would she tell it to Finn for? Becky says Albert when they sent Philip to the asylum, he was all wrapped up in Chloe. Now things would be way different. I think Philip would be angry at his family for locking him up. Summer said just getting back, just got home from work. Just getting home from work. How you been, Samuel? It should be interesting now. Dolly says Stephanie was engaged to Philip and him being tossed into the mix with Chad and Alice could be interesting. You know, Dolly, I didn't know that Chad's real name was like Charlie or something like that, right? Isn't his name like Charles or something like that? But they call him Chad. Just says I'm curious why people hate the storyline with Sasha. I see comments everywhere asking for it to end because they feel like it's too dark. That's the thing, Jess. They feel like it's too dark. But see, that's the thing though with me. They say that it's too dark, but I'm like, if I feel like it's very compelling. I like it, but people feel like it's too dark. So I'm loving it though. Harry says, who would get one men from a bar if they went at the same time in their prime, Brooke or Audra? Not as shame, just curious. I gotta sit there and say Johnson says, see, I gotta sit there and say Brooke was fine back then. Brooke, listen, I know you don't like Brooke, but that chick was fine back then. We yeah, is I agree. She was born before. I 100% agree. Johnson says that maybe Philip will start a relationship with Gwen. She's gonna need someone after. Hmm. Billy says forgot that too. I was like, who the hell is Charles? I said the same thing. And Joshua's in the chat. Was good, Joshua? Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't even know what that was. No, I saw it on Instagram as far as a toxic adventure. I was like, what the hell is a toxic adventure? Yeah, it was boring. And not only that, Jesse has a compelling story. LaShanta says Hope never interacted with Kelly. But yes, as much as Audra does look good, Kelly had it going on back in the day. I'm just saying. Cat Lady's in the chat. What's good, Cat Lady? Cat Lady has been a hot minute. How have you been? And Alcazar, I wrote in the comment section Alcazar. That's interesting. Billy says, I do love when days use their character's government name, like Bella being Isabella or John Roman. Yeah, exactly. When they do that, sometimes it does throw me off. Though Johnson said Chad's full name isn't Charles. I had just read his name wrong. Oh, it is just Chad. Oh, okay. I definitely know why she just said if she never born, what does that mean then? What's the opposite of not born, Spider Quake? Ariana says Alcazar was fun. Yeah, that's Cat when Cat Lady did a video, she did a review. Um, she said that it was gonna be, she said but one of her guests was Alcazar, you know. Kerry says that's all she's done since she came back in 2018. She even said, words, she tried to turn Victor against Adam to his face. Wow. Dolly said that kind of sucks. I was hoping his name was Charles. Chad is stupid name. LaShanta says Sasha's good actress. Yeah, she be doing the things. Just say, yeah, she's Ma. She's in a better storyline now. Yeah, I don't know. It's like some people. Samuel says Sasha is torturing GH and it's way too much for. It's way too much all the time. This is why I can't be bothered to watch GH. Well, to each his own, I guess. I don't know. I find it very fun to watch, and I mean, like Jeff said, she was born before. Oh, I get you, Nikisha. That's what I said. Everyone has their, you know, everyone has their thresholds about what they find fun and not fun. Yeah, I can see it being a super name. Totally, I can. Darby said, "No more Napoleon to be mayor. I would rather have Bella be mayor because at least she will want to do the job for the right reasons, like Paulina. I mean, I get that, Darby, but I don't want. I'd rather Paulina be the mayor than a member of the Proud Boys. Just said that's true. Maybe because I like horror films, I can handle some heavy ish. But yeah, I love horror films. Hell, I've been watching horror films since I was like 7 or 5. So horror is pretty much right up my alley. And it says how GH went from Austin and Mason boss being a woman to a man is astonishing that they not forget all the time they said it was a woman, now it's a man too. But yes, I love horror films. Now it says there's going to be an Avengers Secret Wars that's coming 2027 with hopefully Toby, Andrew, Hugh Jackman, Robert. You have me sold at Toby Maguire. You have me sold at Toby Maguire and Hugh Jackman. Oh, that's insane. You had me sold at Toby Maguire. Ron says, "What's your take on Paulina might be the new man? Better than the Proud Boy. I'll take him over the racist Proud Boy any day of the week." Just said there's a hard phone call. Mayor Yahweh thought it was the worst thing what Sasha's going through. It was worse than what Sasha's going through. So he said the people like Paulina in politics, they already made her government after she tried to bulldoze the town to make. Yeah, that's very true. Curry says when the actress is ready to retire, let Nikki final scene be back in us. Aaron says horror films are great till someone gets into eyes, then they tap out. Oh, I love me some horror films. Crystal Hawkins said, "Can Curtis stop acting like Being in a wheelchair is the worst thing that could happen. He could be dead. Hmm. The problem is, Marsha. The problem is being alive doesn't necessarily mean that you're living. I get what you're saying, Crystal. I do. And I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world, but being alive and feeling like you're living is two different things. So I can understand where he's coming from to some extent. But we can agree to disagree on that, though. Remember, Abe said that he would continue to be mayor for the remainder of his term before. Yes, and how did he even? But he appointed. Okay, I'm so confused. Kelly says they say Lulu is waking up by the end of this year. Please don't let it be. He said, "I wish Donna will get better at not moving his legs when his characters." My whole thing is like I never noticed it. That's the thing. I never noticed it. And I think you talked about it sometimes, and sometimes I'll look. Okay, it's going to be a horror comedy. Eh, Marcia says, "Who is Emily?" Oh, it's the last Lulu, the last person that played Lulu. That was the actress name. Lily said, "Being supposedly suddenly paralyzed is really traumatizing." So I can see Curtis not wanting to see people. That's what I was going to say. I can understand that. Because it's like, yes, I understand what Chris was saying. One hand, count your blessings, right? And I agree with that. But then on the other hand, what the a Monopoly? They're making a Monopoly movie. They're just greenlight anything at this point. Are you kidding me, Mel? Um, that's the thing, though. It's one thing to be alive. It's another thing to be to. Oh, it's Emma. Thank you, Darby. Abby on why not? Okay, thank you, Darby. But yeah, it's one thing to be alive. It's another thing to be, to live. So I get that. Thank you, Darby. Oh wow. Okay, they're gonna make a Monopoly movie. The board game that probably a lot of people didn't play. Did anyone actually play Monopoly? Because I didn't. I might have once. Um, Billy said, "Boy made beer that I'll be making movies out every." Yeah. Johnson says there's actually a trailer for a Monopoly movie on YouTube. Are you serious? Yo, I gotta watch that. Okay, I gotta watch that. Monster said I didn't understand that game. I mean, I played it, but I was a kid, so. Oh, okay. So you actually like Monopoly? Okay. Just says, how are we supposed to be afraid of Miss Wu? She's less than you all. Is that I said the same thing, and of course I said a joke that probably um is going to get me canceled in hindsight at some point. But yes, I said the exact same thing. Just Mel said other there's going to be a Nerf movie. Are you serious, Mel? No, I mean that serious. Like, are you serious about that, Mel? Jay Blue said there's an Indian movie called Lodo based on the game. It's pretty funny. Jess says, "What's the joke?" Crystal says, I have CP all my life and I have lived a full, happy life. I mean, and that's good, Crystal. But you have to understand, everyone is different, right? So you may have enough strength and grace and stuff like that to do something like that, but everyone's a little bit different. So I get what you're saying. No, Jess. So the way that Curtis and Smith are talking to Miss Wood, right, or Selena, and I'm just like, you really need to sit there and be a mob boss. You need to be sitting there breaking legs and stuff like that. And I'm like, I said it was the joke was something along the lines of, well, it's not like she could sit there and break Curtis's legs because he's paralyzed, so breaking his legs would be kind of pointless. But that was a joke. Though the joke was, it's not like Miss Wu could sit there and break his legs to teach him a lesson. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, she had no problem sending one of her bodyguards after Cody for screwing her over. Like, this is how she needs to be acting. I'm like, well, she can't really do that to Curtis because you know, boom. Yeah, it's a bad joke. It's a terrible joke, but yeah, I did say it, and Jess made me say it again. So thanks, Jess. I'm kind of jealous that she can actually have the tomato emojis on there. Marsha says, "Aubrey, you're not right. Too funny." I'm just saying, it's not like she could sit there and break his legs. That's all I'm saying. Just said, who doesn't know how to play Uno? That's a damn question. Who doesn't know how to play Uno? Darby says, who are you booing? Oh, she was booing me. Johnson says, at this point, they'll probably end up making a Play-Doh movie. Marsha said, no, that is what is funny. Well, apparently, Jess didn't like my joke. So, Lasanta says, out of Miss Wood ain't nobody. She shouldn't have went there. But she did went there though. And that's my whole thing is we mean okay, but she's a mobster. She's supposed to actually be a mobster. This is my whole thing. But like Jess says, everyone talks to her with a with a level of disrespect that I'm just like, are you kidding me? Well, yeah, that I can believe. That I can believe. No, that I can believe. Marsha says I didn't like it Albert because I never get jokes around here, and I got that one. Well, thank you, Marsha. Becky says, why do you think Miss Wu needs to run around talking and acting like she's tough? Words don't make a person tough. Miss Wu that doesn't need to act or talk like that. Part of being a mobster boss is people are supposed to respect you and fear you, yes. And nobody fears her because people are just so great. The way that people talk to her is just so crazy and out of pocket. Becky says there's a huge difference between fear and respect. That's true. But I feel like people do need to sit there and, well, I feel like in a mobster case, it can kind of go hand in hand. It's like Sonny. You can respect Sonny, but also don't sit there and try him at the same time. So I feel like there's a difference, but they go hand in hand when you look at Sonny. Jay Blue says most comedians would follow up your joke with too soon. Yeah. Marsha says I like Transformer movies. I think I stopped after they. Oh, a TV series. I think after the last night, I just stopped. I just stopped after the last night. I was like, all right, I'm done. Like I literally just like, nope. Darby said, I don't know how to play Uno. Nobody taught me how, Jazz. I open my heart and tell you, shameful secrets of mine. You ripped out my heart. Shame on you, Joss. As in Joss, Jess. Ariana says, I didn't mind your joke. It wasn't. It wasn't really so much of. I didn't plan it. It just. I thought about it afterwards. I was like, it's not like she can actually. It's not like she can actually do anything now. But here's my thing though. Okay, so you can't break his legs. Well, damn, you can't break his legs, but you can sit there and threaten to break. I don't know, Portia's legs or something. Like Jesus Christ, act like a damn mobster. Mobster. Yeah, man. I never. Hmm. Is that what? No, you talking about the show or you talking about the movie? Because I rock with the show, a Thunderbolts movie. A Thunderbolts movie? I figured that, Darby. A Thunderbolts movie? Just saying, yes, there's a difference between respect and fear. Monster Boy should have both. Exactly. Josh says now there's something that will never happen when the soap opera's getting the big screen movie treatment. Marsha said, Darby, what's wrong? I'm a boomer sooner. I'm a boomer sooner. Okay. Yeah, it's on Paramount, so I'm gonna watch it next week since I'm off. I'm gonna watch that movie next week since I'm off, even though technically I was like I said, I was done. The show was great. But here's the thing, Dolly. Have you actually went back and tried to watch that show? Because I'm gonna be honest, it's like the show reboot. It doesn't exactly hold up like it used to. Like it's a good show, but it doesn't like the graphics and stuff like that look bad. Johnson says, imagine what a cinematic general hospital movie could be like. I'll see it. Krista says, if someone has stopped watching GH about 5 years ago and started playing with no sound on, they would think that Nina is just a recast of Carly. Dolly says it doesn't hold up to C.I. Joe's. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dolly. The story was great, but, for its times. Jay Blue says that's why she came to Curtis to buy the Savoy. She gave the vulture energy that man's down, and she wants to take his place away from him. Well, that's one way that's Nick putting it. That's one way to put it. Dougie says it's just the mobster of this chat. I really need to know. It's just the mobster of this chat. Monday says I'm waiting for Adam to give the middle finger to all the Newmans, not wanting nothing to do with them. With Adam, it won't last because he wants Victor to love and admire him. That love and admiration. Duan is in the chat. What's good, Duan? LOL, not just. Johnson says there will be an all mobster and cast on story for the movie. Hmm. Victoria says a whole Ashland is a long lost brother that gets revenge of Victoria, Nick, Victor, and Kyle in summer for giggles. Most of us are previews for the video game. The rest of Sharon's going to ask someone to come work with her for next week. Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to say it's not Mariah because Mariah said yes. So, thank you, Becky. Yes, hit the like button. I have no idea where we are with the likes, but if you're just coming in, you're enjoying the stream, just sign in, hit the like button. It really does help. Thank you. Thank you, Darby. Now, Duan says, I'm sorry, but today I had to laugh at Sally being fired by Victor. I'm not going to lie. I felt like that was pretty messed up. I do. As much as I don't like Sally, what Victor did was some. Thank you, Darby. Thank you, Becky D. Thank you. Yeah. So if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. I think we're almost up there. I think we're almost up there. We got 31. We got 29 likes. So yeah. Lily says I can't get invested in Adam or why now. Every time he leaves and comes back, it's like they reboot the character and make him younger. Marsha says, is Esther coming back to YNR? I mean, I get it. It's just, you're right. You're right. Like I said, I just sat there and I was like, wow. It just, for me, it still threw me off. Go learn how to play. Nikki said, I feel bad for Sally. Victor is court. Yeah, I was going to sit there and say, Nikki said, you know me, I'm not a fan of Sally, but I felt like that was foul. Harry says, I'm cool with that. Damn. Monique says, Victoria's conversation with Billy made her open her eyes and think about her relationship with Nate and what his intentions is, which is good because I'm like, Nate is kind of a scumbag, if we're going to be honest. Harry says, I think they should write Mariah frequency into the show. Let her have a messy one night stand with a town new bad boy. I would sit there and say that'd be actually pretty cool for them to start doing that somehow. Marsha says, yeah, Karma came back for Sally. Duane says Victor gave Sally some karma. Yeah, I mean, granted, I wasn't a fan of the way that she was treating Adam. I wasn't. Johnson says Reese, Jeannie, Laura, Steve, with special appearance by Anthony and John Stamos says Blackberry Paris, Jenna House with a movie coming to theaters this summer. That yeah, I would like that. Darby says if you think you see, if you can still go out on the streets and play double dutch chess. You know what? I'll be okay with it being a PG-13 movie. I would. I'll be okay with it being a PG-13 movie. Ariana says that's who Victor is. He'll let you go without blinking. Yeah. Lashanta says I see Vicky going to ask Kyle about Audrey. He's going to tell her that's exactly what she gets. Monique says Sally see the way Victor treats Adam and his family, always dangling that forbidden fruit in Adam's face. That should have been warning to Sally not to take anything Victor says at face value. Just said, never master double dutch. Perry said, correct, correct. I was responding to the real Ashley Locke, who might not be dead after all. What Victor did to Sally was very cool. Don't play with someone's money, especially when she just lost a baby. Yeah, I mean, yes. On top of that, yes. Just in general, and then on top of that, she can't even go back and get her old job. See, that's what's really messed up. She can't even go back and get her old job. And yeah, Chloe, Nick, and Adam did try to warn her. Yep, that's very true. Man, she's effed up right now. I feel for her, and I don't even like Sally. I feel for her now. Messed up stuff. Jagaris, uh, how you doing, my friend? I was watching your review. You are killing it, my friend. Whoever says I won't say anything bad about that, Jess. Just as stop calling me my government. I'm glad to hear that, Jakaris. Like I said, you killing it with your reviews, man. You're killing it. I'm loving it. So keep it up. Keep it up, my friend. That's what I said. It's always good whenever I get to sit there and see Jakaris. Dolly says, "What victim do you think treats his family worse, Newman or Kyriakis?" That's actually a damn good question. Unfortunately, I'm not qualified to answer either one of them. But if somebody in the chat wants to, please let me. Well, let me know. And Janetta is in the chat. What's good, and Janetta? I think he might have been in the chat for a while though, but Lashanta said, but you don't do that. You just made sure Joe, but you don't do that. You made sure Joe wasn't an option. Curry says, I said it yesterday. I stand by 10 toes down. I would have been just fine with Cody knocking Gladys out. Her and that doctor are scum of the earth. Darby says Kyriakis, okay. Jonathan says Kyriakis, okay. Damn. I was for sure thought that somebody was gonna sit there and say Newman. Okay, there we go. Monique says I say Victor from Why Not Treats His Family Worse. Okay, so two to one. Okay. I'm planning on doing a review later on tonight. Lashanta says Marquetti, yeah, if she can if Summer can actually get past the issues that she had with what you call it. And Johnson says, actually I'm going to say Cassidy. That's interesting. And Dewan seconds Dewan agrees with that carries. Totally says probably probably Kyriakis. That making Xander, the health thing was pretty bad and most of his wives tried to kill him. I just remember the fire poker. Okay, so you're gonna do You was gonna do all my, as the world turns, but you're doing more like the living as well. Okay. Now, Jakar, is that gonna be on YouTube or is that gonna be on Instagram? Where is that gonna be at? What are you gonna do the review on? That's the question. Where is this review gonna be on? Just to also, you said you were sick. What's wrong with you? Just a cold. I just had a cold. I'm a lot better today. I'm a lot better today than I was yesterday. Trust me. Yesterday was bad. Yeah, no, it's just a cold. No, just a cold. Have a good night, Lashanta. Jakara said long on YouTube, shorter on IG. Okay. Just that I didn't hear you sneeze once. Well, of course not, just because you told me not to. But it's going to be on both, so I'll check it out. But yes, Jess, you didn't hear me sneeze once because you told me not to. Remember you said you was annoyed when I sneezed the last time? So Mel says, how many people are happy that Sarah's coming back? That's a good question, Mel. How many people that Sarah's coming back to the days? Because I'm not. Elliot says, I'll never forget Victor casually walking up to Nicole and pushing her out the window like it was nothing. He didn't even say anything. What? Debbie says, you scared to snot out of. Yes. That's just how it is with Jess. DK says, sorry too late. Been binging old episodes of GH and MB. It was awesome. Sunny and Jason and Carly. Oh, old school. Okay. Antoinette, I'm always here. Yes, I appreciate that. I do. Thank you, Anne. Well, Mel, I'm actually happy that he's coming back. We'll sit there and say that. Yeah, Jess is like, I didn't like how you sneezed before, so I was like, all right, Jess, I'm sorry. I'll try not to make that happen again. Harry says, would you have been mad at Cody Albert? To clarify, that's not my first choice. I'm glad we let Sam or Sasha or Max or Brooklyn beat up Gladys, but it's none of them are able to get there. It's Cody. Darby says, Albert Jess is so mean. I'm so scared of her. Elliot says, I'm looking forward to Sunny Kiriakis coming back. Yeah, the guy's playing him is Zach, right? Zach Tinker or something like that. The guy says, now I'm making a playlist on what episodes of these shows I'm going to review. I feel like I should do that. I do. I feel like I should do that. VC's been telling me to do that for years, and I should just do that. I may put it on this. I'm going to have to do that. Yeah, I don't know who Teresa is. I heard about him now. Kurt says, but how would you feel if Cody swung connected, but if Dante and Mac didn't get in the way? I mean, I would feel like it is somewhat karma. I don't feel like it's karma. I feel like it's exactly what Gladys deserves, to be honest. Shakira says I'm talking about canceling soap operas. No, I know. But trust me, I know. I know that those shows been canceled. No, but that's cool though. I might have missed your last comment though. No, but I was just saying like I may wind up doing that though. Yeah, no one thought that he was gonna hit. Um, he was gonna hit Dante. Johnson says Teresa is Andrew and Eve's sister. Okay. Have a good night, Jakars. Thank you for joining. Yeah, Andrew's the guy that's going out with John Black's other son, Paul, right? Terry says, "See, I knew I liked you for a reason. Great minds think alike." Yeah, I mean, I'm more for divine justice to an extent. Yes, Victoria. I agree with your review. Mac doesn't want Felicia anywhere near his police station. Yeah, I'm like, yo, you already see her every day. And what's good, Victoria? Let's everyone say what's up to her. You already see this woman every day. It's like now you guys sit there and see her at work. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I figured that, John. I figured that, John. With this. Billy says I was watching old clips of Teresa. I forgot how wild she was. She hit John with a fireplace poker once and left Chloe trapped with a mod kingpin. Oh yeah. Ryan said, Albert, it seems like you and Phoenix are in agreement that he doesn't want Sheila to have a baby because, well, yeah. Ron, here's the thing. I think most of the people in this chat are in agreement about that. So, well, I know you want like you want to have babies and triplets and quadruplets and I don't know a baseball team. Billy said there was a period that they thought Andrew was Victor Kiss too. Damn, must have been wilding out back then. Billy said, "Do you think Teresa coming with Tate will make Krista and Rachel to treat Brady better out of jealousy?" I doubt that. I mean, granted, I haven't been watching the show that long. I doubt that. Thank you, Darby. Yes, hit that like button. I know we're at 29. I think we're at 29, so we might actually be fine. Let's see anyway, though. Phyllis says, not me. I want Sheila to have 10 babies. I think Sheila. Okay, so we got 30, 30 and 30. We're good. We good. We good. One says Sally got her karma, now Gladys needs hers. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's weird because I still feel bad for her. I do not like the way she was treating Adam. I just don't. Also felt like he gave it a bad precedent. But as far as men being treated like emotional punching bags, just that Christina will end up being the Saturday. I have a feeling something will go wrong with this one. Well, yeah, but you gotta remember, Jess, she has two backups. And I do sit there and say the first two because the third one was just trash. But that's my whole thing though. It's like we all know that Christina's gonna want to be in the surrogate. So what's the point of going through this long BS of these two surrogates if we're just gonna want to go into Christina? What's the point? Someone says if Victor Newman and Sheila Carter made a baby together, yeah, that would be gross. Monique says, could you imagine the storyline for B&B if Dollar Bill turned out to be Kelly's father's to the... You know what? I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them. Billy says, have you heard the casting rumor about... Oh, yeah, it's the chick that used to play Maxie at one point, right? Well, said, Albert, but you and Phoenix, no, this is... Oh, God, here we go. You're right, Ron. You're exactly right. It's a soap opera. Anything goes when it's a soap opera. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me, Ron. Totally forgot about that, Ron. Thank you for reminding me. Darby said Adam keep wanting Sally about Victor over and over again, but she listened to people like Nick over Adam, and this is what she gets for listening to Nick. No love for Nick. No, 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 no love for Nick. Damn shame. I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's like me and DC are the only people that actually don't mind Nick Newman. But to be fair, I haven't watched the show as long as other people, so like that's my whole thing. Perry says maybe I should ask Brad Bell to clarify the script and shit. Yeah, that's one word for it. Super baby. Yeah, yep, super baby. You know, the sad thing is that it's not like it's not medically possible. It's that's the thing. It's not like it's out the realm of possibilities. It's just it's something that you shouldn't do at all. That's the thing. Chloe says I would love for Bill to turn out to be Kelly's dad on B&B. First, it humiliates Liam, and second, it will prove my theory that Stephanie is basically Brooke Jr. Or Stephanie. I'm gonna watch that Stephanie for it. Monique says Sally feels like since her and Adam aren't together anymore, what he says to her has no value. I mean, value now that she is with Nick. His word is gospel. He says Sheila was scared of Victor Newman. Ron says, but if Sheila overheard Liam and Stephanie talking about that kiss, do you think that she will keep that to herself, or will she? Oh, no, she definitely won't keep it to herself. She definitely, you know damn well she definitely won't keep it to herself. Ron says, I don't mind Nick, but he clearly lived long enough to see himself turned into the villain. Oh no, I guess I'm gonna have to take your word for that. I'm gonna have to take your word for that. I have to take your word for that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't see Nick as the big bad werewolf that everyone says that he is. Have a good night, Jay Blue. Thank you for joining. Curry says I'm not scared of that old bastard. I'll protect Darby. Temporarily. Temper with Victor's medication. But yes, yeah, Jay Blue. It was good. It was good seeing you again. Ron says, however, everyone keeps saying that they want Dollar Bill to be Kelly, but Bell and the actor playing Liam already confirmed that Kelly is Liam's fourth child. But see, that's the thing, though. People can always switch it around. But that's the thing, though, Ron. This is soap opera. So like you said, anything can happen in a soap opera. They can always sit there and switch it around. Joey says, I think Nick is just one of those guys who feels like he's superior to everyone else. Darby says, is that a trick your Queen Ava taught you? Remember Morgan? Mel says, I love Nick and Sharon together and they have a spark. Oh, you see some, I don't. Well, I've never really saw sparks or chemistry or anything like that, so Billy says they can rewrite, they can always rewrite. They change Rich into being another man's child 20 years into the show. Exactly. That's what I said, Ron. It's a soap opera. Anything can happen in a soap opera. That's all good, Monique. You have a great night. I hope I get to see you and see you again. And trust me, I know, Monique. I got to wake up at 4 in the morning. What's good, quiet guy? Carrie said, yeah, I'll check my NRE for Jerome in the station. Ron says, yes, you have a great night, Monique. Ron says, I haven't liked Nick since he was with Sharon. I don't dislike him. So you're just in the middle. I don't know. Like I said, I just haven't watched the show a lot. I haven't watched the show enough. Um, Ron says, however, if Sheila does get pregnant with triplets, Ben's going to say it's a miracle of silence. I'm pretty sure that's not what he's going to say. I'm pretty sure he's not going to say that, Ron. I'm 100% sure he's not going to say anything remotely close to that sentence whatsoever. Ron says, I love that Sharon got through to make the focus. Yeah, see, but see, this is my whole thing, though. I don't understand why is Nick complaining so much about Adam being Adam. Why, like, you two chose to work with him. And then when he does something underhanded, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you sat there and you try to blackmail her. Do you not know who you're working with? Like that's my whole thing with Adam and Sharon. Sharon's not there trying to babysit Adam. Both of them being appalled by what he's doing, but it's like that's how Adam rolls. You know, that's how Adam rolls. I don't understand like why is there so much of a I don't get it. I find it to be so stupid. But yeah, Ron, that's not what Finn is gonna say. That's not what Finn is gonna say at all. Remotely, that's not what he's gonna say. I don't know, Ron. Sometimes I feel like whenever you sit there and write something, I can't tell if you're being serious or if it's just fanfic that you're trying to put out into the world. Quiet guy says I'm okay. Darby says Nick is uh, a HA with no limits and Victor protection. He always had a salty mouth. Just once, I want someone to smash his smug face. Curry says, here's why Nick pissed me off when he said, I'll be okay if he wasn't doing it. Get back at Victoria like Victoria is some innocent victim. Mess me with that BS. No love for Nick. But I do remember that line now. Curry. Taylor says Nick only has 3 settings. Complain about Adam, Kate Sharon, or Chase Phyllis. I don't understand how you got involved with such a messy woman. That's what I don't get. Like, how did he get involved with such a messy woman is beyond me. Johnson says, Sheila doesn't need any more kids. She already screwed up the lives of the poor kids. Becky said, I thought that's the whole thing of Nick and Sharon being upset was dumb. They know how Adam is. He will always be like that. That's why every time I sit there and I watch the show and I watch them complain, I'm just like, what are you complaining about? Also, Sharon was the one that wanted to work with Nick. I mean, wanted to work with Adam. And Nick was like, hey, listen, we'll do this together. Why would you say that if you're just going to sit there and complain and moan throughout the entire time? The behind the back when, yeah, I mean, it was foul. Have a good night, Andrea. Carter says you should at least acknowledge that Adam has rage with dislike and want revenge of Victoria and just shut the hell up. Well, says a man named Jay Money is in the podcast, so that Bill and Ray is kind of person. A man named Jay Money in a podcast. What? Okay, what podcast are you talking about? Have a good night, ZK. Yeah, okay, Ron. I think this. I think the person you're going to talk about is full of ish. Okay? But Ron, I admire you for, and have a good night, ZK. I admire you for you finding a way to spend whatever this is in the story that you're coming up with some sort of fake FBI agent. I like that one. I missed this live stream just for reasons like that. Gemini says how you feeling. I'm feeling better than yesterday. Feeling better than yesterday. And what light? I can't do Bud Light. Bud Light just tastes so gross. But yeah, no, I'm feeling better than I did yesterday, Gemini. Thank you for asking. I can't wait till I stop blowing my nose. I think that's not feel fully better mentally anyway. Uh, better than yesterday, Andrea. Stole it from them. All right, now, okay, this is what I need to understand. Victoria said that he walked away from it. So if he walked away from it, then did Victoria really steal it from Adam, or did he walk away from it? Because I'm gonna be honest. Like I know people don't like Victoria, but Jamila says I'm just saying hello because I have guests. It's good to see you, even if you're just coming in for a little bit. Yeah, but see, Dawn, I mean, I kind of like its little own homey feeling sort of deal, and not be like a Starbucks. Dawn says Sharon is smart for working with Adam because she probably the second best woman, the second best woman at business. Victoria says Dante not telling Mac Cody is his son will come. Oh yeah, it definitely will. It definitely will. Gemini says Adam left to give Sally a chance, but then Victoria fired her. Adam is still mad about that. Yeah, I mean, I get that. Ariana says, I hope you get more rest tonight and you're 100% tomorrow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get some rest tonight. Oh, it's actually getting kind of late. All right. I think I'm going to sit there in the stream right here just because I do have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I do have to try to get as much rest as I can on top of that. Gemini says, "Did you take any medicines?" No. I took some pain pills. I had a sore throat yesterday, so I took some pain pills. That was about it, though. I have to tell you the truth, all I need is rest. As long as I get some rest, I think I'll be fine. Carrie says, Albert, let me give you the story. Take some notes. Human Media was a private company that used to be Ashland. It was sold by Victor to be run by Adam. Victor lied to Victor on Adam. Oh, Becky says, I saw a YouTube video that said the same info. I didn't believe him. Yeah, I'm not believing him either. Curtis says for Billy's scheme to sell Newman Media to Newman Enterprises and make her the boss. Have a good night, Ampop. It's not a big deal. Have a good night, Duan. And have a good night, Victoria. Thank you for joining. And Gemini says Kyrie's is correct. Billy's scheme to sell Newman Media to Newman Enterprises and make her the boss. Oh, Becky says vinegar will clear you right up your nose and let you sleep. They can give you a hangover feeling next day. Yeah, I got to be honest, Becky D. If I'm still having this whole drippy nose thing, then yeah, I may actually wind up getting Benadryl. Gemini says Victor wanted Adam to have something for himself. Darby says Victoria's hatred and jealousy is so great that everything Adam does, good or bad, is a reason for her to hate him even more. Yeah, no, I remember somebody saying that. It was stupid. Gary says, good night, Jess, good night, Gemini, good night, Melanie, good night, Nikisha, good night, Becky D, good night, Ariana, and good night, everyone else. Nah, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. I do want. I think I'll probably want to watching it after I finish watching This Is Us. After that, I'm gonna watch it. Ariana says, good night, Abra. I'll be here for the members. Members only Saturday night. All right. Yes. Yes. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow in the next live stream. Hopefully, I won't be so drippy. And Gemini says, "How about you?" Oh yeah, I love that show. It's just I'm on the last season. I didn't get a chance to watch the last season yet. So once I watch the last season, then I'll be so happy. Have a good night, Mel, my horror queen. Have a good night, Dolly. Have a good night, Jess. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Ariana. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Mel. Duan, Gemini, Autumn, Nikisha, Becky D, Jonathan, Dolly, Jesse Jess, and if I missed you, you know who you are. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Laters.